Hello, I am Paul H. Back again. No guitar, as you can gather. I don't know if Def got hold of the title of this and thought I was taking the Raj out of him, but I've got a right crackling throat thing going on at the moment, so I might not sound at my best. But yeah, so I'm just giving you my own little review, little walk down of the album. Ta-da! There we go. Paul H, me, obviously. Love life, kill death. Yeah, a very simple design I've copped up with. It's half a peace sign and half a skull. These are not all going to look exactly the same because I am not an artist. Well, drawing type person. But yeah, what the good thing is though, it means each one's unique. You know, because I don't think anyone's ever going to have the same proper pucker copy as whoever else. So yeah, it's got a little bit of it's got the track listing up the top in the dark. In the lighter right in there, I've put some of the like bits to cover myself, you know, like produced by me, obviously, copyrighted by me, and the record label company, if you can call it that, is Highly Music. Gives you an idea what the H stands for. Yeah, I was going to stick with like Paul Hiley as a stage name, if you like, because it's, you know, my name. But there's this problem I've had with my name forever, and I think probably everyone who shares it's had the same grief. I know my wife has, and my sister, and my mum, and my dad, and so I dare say further down the line you go, every Hiley has had this problem. The name gets mispronounced a lot. Hilly is the main one, which I don't get because, you know, there's one L in Highly, not two. But so yeah, but I got it down as Highly Music as the record label, so it makes it all look, well, it makes it sound a bit professional, doesn't it? A bit more professional, covers the music a little bit more as well. So copyright, you know, not that I'm paranoid. Not that I think anyone's going to take one of my songs and think that's so good I'm going to nick that and say that I wrote it. But you never know. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to give you a quick run, a little thing here. I've got the album in there. I'm going to play you like the first segment of each song, give you a crackdown of what each one is about. Every song has a story, as they say. The first one is called Welcome, and I wrote this when I decided that there were loop pedals about. I never knew there was. It's funny enough, I went to a Boyzone gig, of all things, for my missus, and they had this like local support act on. I saw this geezer with like little red box, and I'm thinking, oh, what's that all about? And it was a loop pedal, and yeah, I just didn't know you could do it because the only effects pedal I've got is my Brian May Red Special effects pedal. You know, basically you can get the tones from some of his songs played through it. I mean, I've got the Burns Red Special guitar, so it's nice to have them two together. All I need now is a Vox AC30, and I still won't be able to play as good as Brian May, but I'll have the same kit. So but yeah, anyway, so I discovered a looper pedal. So yeah, I thought I'd come up with like a heavy-ish, like a slow heavy or doom heavy, dum 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 dum. And that's the main riff for Welcome. And yeah, play a bit of lead over that. And listening back on it, you know, it's noise. It's just, it's basically just noise. But I think there's the punk in me loves that though, you know, just chuck it out there. There you go. This will start. This is the starter. The first note that isn't part of the riff is well, it's like half pinch away at the note, and well, I like it. I mean, I like it, and I wrote it. It's my album. I mean, if no one else likes it, that's fine by me. But you know, I put the pen to the paper, and I like it. I like the noise of it. You know, it's like a lot of people don't get why there's a lot of growling and roaring in like different types of like metal. People say you just can't understand what they're saying. It's like, well, it's not. So yeah, you can't, but that don't stop it from being awesome. So yeah, I'll give this a play, and hopefully it hears through on this bit, and we'll see how it goes. Whack it up a bit. Right, here we go then. That's all you're getting. That is all you're getting. You want more? Buy the album. Right, so yeah, there's that one. Playback only? What's that all about? Here's the tick. Playback only. Oh, technical things, hang on. Hey, there we go. Right, the next one, Love Life. This was actually the first song I wrote that I knew I was going to put to an album. The first three notes, I will not lie, the first three notes I actually took from the musical score of a film. And if you get it, if you hear the notes and you get the film, comment below, because it'd be nice to see someone else who gets it straight away, you know. But other than them three notes, that's always the first three notes. There's like a main riff, which you'll get when it's played in a second, and I then like ad-lib over them three notes with whatever I play, and the same section gets repeated back. Just with certain notes, I bring in the whammy bar on it, and a bit of vibrato and all that jazz. But yeah, it's the first one I wrote for this album, and there's a main segment to it, and then there's a couple of sections where it splits and goes off. Add a couple of rock bends hither and thither. But yeah, that's about all there is to say about that one. Yeah. So we'll hang on, because I'll probably mess this up. Want more? Buy the album. Onwards and Upwards, track 3, Shaded Sun. Now this one and the next song, which I'll mention when I've finished with this one, was actually, I wrote them both during the heat wave of last year, which would have been 2018. I'm up in Canterbury, and it was hot. It weren't nice at all. I didn't like it at all. I already had the title for the following track that I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I'd written this tune down, and I was finding ways of filling in the gaps with it, and it was so hot, it weren't even funny. I had the sweat dripping down from my palm onto my strings, and it was just sort of like, ugh, God. I think I had to change the strings probably once or twice, because obviously the sweat and the nastiness had got in between the strings and just grime. Oh, it was unpleasant, definitely unpleasant. So that's why I called it Shaded Sun, because that's when I like the sun, when I'm in the shade, away from it, because I'm pale and I burn and nasty. But yeah, so next one's Shaded Sun. There's actually quite a long intro to this, because before I stopped and thought, why not record my loop, stop it, and then start it when I need it in the next song. I thought I'll just do it all live in one hit, which it's a bit of a sting, but I made it work. Hopefully I made it work. Hopefully you can hear it. That's all you're getting. Buy the album. Right, the next one is called El Guitarist. I had this image, this vision in my head of doing a sort of mock Spanish flamenco-y type of track. So I basically I googled like Spanish guitar scale and mugged it out of that. If I'm perfectly honest, I did. I thought, yeah, I'll get the chords. 1 minute, Connor. Not now, mate. Later. Good boy. Connor, one of the 4 reasons this album took so long to write. Where was I? Oh, yeah, El Guitarist, yeah. So it's a mock. It's a mock Spanish flamenco-y type of track. Yeah, I took 4 scales, added a little thing. 4 scales? No, I didn't take 4 scales, did I? Al? I took 4 chords and added an extra little bit to it. So googled Spanish guitar scale and yeah, but let it dry for all I could. I do like what I done intro wise on this. There's a section. You'll hear it. I'll play it because I'm a nice person. And there's a section I liked it so much and it was so fast. I just kept going forever with it because I thought, you know, why not? What are you gonna do? Sue me? So here we go. This is El Guitarist. In a minute. You want more? Buy the album. 1 minute. Connor, come on, mate. If you can hear me talking or playing music, I'm busy at the moment. I'm doing a video, alright? Okay? What is it? Hang on.
Mum found the helmet for the driver of the AT-AT.
Yeah, good.
And also, can I have that gun back, please?
Which gun?
The one you took.
I'll have a look for it when I'm done here, alright?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Did you put it in your room somewhere?
I don't know, mate. It might be in my room somewhere, but I honestly don't know. But I can't look for it just yet because I'm busy right now, okay? After. When I'm done, of course I will. When I'm done, of course I will.
Okay.
Okay, mate. Yeah. So Lego gun he's after. Right, yeah, so El Guitarist there, yeah, buy the album. After that we got I'll See You in the Wind. And the idea of this, I was at work in the day job, and I just finished serving a customer, and he was away, and it was a windy day, and I said, mind how you go in that wind. And it was almost like, when I said it, it's like, bing! Something went off up here, and I was sort of like, wind? Take care in the wind? I'll meet you in the wind? I'll see you in the wind. It's a weird one, because the title for the song came in my brain before the actual music did, which don't normally happen. And yeah, so I just got the idea of like the wind could be some flowing type riff, you know, that has a sort of whoosh. Oh, there you go. It's my special effect. That the whoosh being the wind. So I thought we could have that sort of like effect going to it, and then I could play some slightly heavier lead over it, but keeping it in the same sort of format so that I'm not shredding over a whooshing riff, because that might just sound, even for me, that would sound bad. So yeah, so I came with I'll See You in the Wind, so we'll give that a bash and hopefully it all works out properly. Get your lighters out. Buy the album, then you can hear it all, can't you? Love it. Right, next I came up with Bass Off. Now, I have a bass guitar, which I've had for about, if I just say years, we'll call it years. Yeah, years. The first electric guitar I actually had was a bass guitar. Before that I was just on the, lead was on acoustic, but I fancied having a bass electric bass. I'll not tell a lie, about a year later I got my first electric lead guitar, and the bass took a back pedal, concentrated mostly on my lead. Excuse me, ew. But yeah, I thought, I just thought I got back into like bass, you know, like playing playing bass, you know. That's technically what happens when you get back into the bass. So I thought I'll put one in. Why not? I thought it's track 6. There's 11 tracks on the album. So track 6 is a nice place to slow the pace down, come up with something completely different, just something genteel, and it is. It's very gentle. It's very simple, you know. Hopefully someone will listen to it and think, even I could do that, and they'll do it, and you know, inspire people to play the guitar. Yeah, so it's very simple, it's very easy, it's very very basic, and yeah. But again, I like it. I wrote it, so I think that'll do it. Just a minute. Might have recorded too quiet. I have to check out. Oh, so it's basic. It is basic. There's nothing really to write home about. I enjoyed playing it, and I just thought I'd put it on the album. So yeah, that's the story. The next track is, of course, Kill Death. And I got the idea. Actually, it started life as a heavy country song. And yeah, so I'd seen a band. They'd done an acoustic version of one of their songs, and they're a thrash metal band. So the style in which they'd done it, I thought was really cool. And I thought, so I'll try and do I could do a heavy country song. And I never actually intended it to be as fast as it ended up getting played, but it did get played pretty fast in the end. And I thought, nah, I'm keeping that. I love that. And listen out for the occasional pinched harmonic. When I'm able to play it right, a couple of times here it got a bit, but it worked when it worked. I'll give it that much. No, it worked when it worked, and it was nice to go from something as gentle and swarming as like just a little standard bluesy bass dum 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 to the next song. So yeah, this is Kill Death. Go. Oh, you get the idea with that, don't you? Yeah, and basically I put in some lead over that song. Basically, I basically play where most people would sing. So instead of singing the note, I play the note on the guitar. So well, that's pretty much what an instrumental is, isn't it? This is things flashing low battery at me, so hopefully it will last. What have we got next? Lost and Found. Now this might be too quiet on this to sound out. Might have the same issue with the bass track. I do intend on playing that later on another video. I'll give you a free one. There you go, because I'm a nice person. But yeah, and this song actually started life as a bass song, but I played it, but it sounded all right. But it just felt like something was missing from it, and I think what was missing was an extra string. Yeah, I had a go at it on my acoustic, give it a bash. I thought I'll see how it sounds there, and it just sounded better in my opinion. So yeah, this is Lost and Found. If you hear it off this, it's finger picked, and when I finger pick, things tend to just sound quieter. I don't know, just one of those. But yeah, if none of this sounds off on there, I'll play it live when my fingers are all fixed. I'll get to that later. I've got a little cut at the minute, which I would glue back together, but as you've seen a couple of times, I don't get 5 seconds. If I'm lucky, you know, if I put super glue on my finger, I'm going to be asked to pick something up or break up a fight or whatever else. So yeah, Lost and Found, if we can get to it. No, that's not it. Here we go. So this might be too quiet. Well, I'm not going to know if it sounds well till I hear back to it, innit? But yeah, so it carries on that sort of simple tune, you know, basing, playing off the top E, and then picking down from the couple of strings below to bring up like the backing sound to it, making it be a whole sound. And well, yeah, I like it. Big lot of folk inspirations and influences in my life because folk was the first real music I got into since I was like a baby. My parents took me and my sister to the local folk club. You know, we'd be crawling around the floor and what have you, and they'd be playing. So I've always got a love for folk, you know. What's next? Aha, Ak Dak. Oh yes. This basically, well, this is a homage, if you like, to AC/DC. Because I love them. I love their style. There's no airs, no graces. You know, Angus Young's not there doing a 5-minute shred solo. Uh, there's no wah. There's no fancy techniques with them. It's just they're just. I just love it. They're just sort of like absolute balls to the wall. Bosh. There you go. Have that. And I just love it. So I was thinking of a track to do and just had an AC/DC inspirational moment and just played a couple of like whole chords. Again, I wasn't mucking about on the amp. There's a setting which is just sort of like set for that tone. That's sort of like just nothing fancy, no heavy distortion, just bump. And yeah, so I came up with this and yeah. So this is Ak Dak. I have to skip the rest of this bit. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. There. Buy the album. Buy the album. If you want more of it, buy it. Right. My 12-string thing. That's the next one. For Christmas, my wife got me a 12-string guitar, which shocked the life out of me, I can tell you. But no, love it. Love it. As soon as I got it, I was like, I've got to write a song. I've got to somehow write some sort of song on the 12-string. I was on Google. I went home that night. I was Googling. So like, I went on YouTube. 12-string guitar songs. Just coming up, seeing what ones were made on the 12 and coming up with ideas for just the stuff to cover at the next open mic night I might do or what have you. And yeah, then I wrote this. Again, it's got quite a folky sound to it, you know. You'll get what I mean when I say it. Well, when I say it, no, when you hear it. buy the album. Right, the last one is called 11. If anyone's watching this has seen This Is Spinal Tap, you'll get the significance of the number 11 in musicians' terms, definitely in guitarists' terms anyway. And it's just, I just went a bit blues. I wanted to write something in D minor. Again, if you've seen Spinal Tap, I'm sure you'll understand what I'm talking about. D minor, but I weren't having it at all. I was just got a bit grouchy with myself, so I was just leaning against my that's my cage, lift weights and what have you with it. So just leaning against that, looking in the mirror, well, the window, not the mirror, not that vein. I couldn't fit a mirror in this room. So look at that, and I just started just chumming away at a bluesy type thing, and I got cramp. And yeah, I came up with the next one. I knew I was going to call it 11 because, you know, it's track 11. So here we go. Again, it might be a bit quiet. You've got to buy the album, haven't you? Right, you want any more by the album? I shall turn this off because it's been screaming low battery at me for the past 10 minutes. Right, I know this video's gone on for longer than I expected, but I didn't want to just like say, buy my album, and no one have a clue what they were going to listen to. And for whatever reason, Facebook doesn't like me putting up videos anymore. Don't know what that's all about, but anyway, I thought there must be a way. So, put some life back into the Paul H YouTube channel, which lets me do videos. So yeah, so there you go. That is a sample of every track on this album. I'll quickly touch on the case, if you can call it that. This is done and made on the budget of someone who has a wife and 4 children to look after. It's not pucker, no. I love that I came up with that idea. Yes, this looks probably different on every other one. I reckon maybe you have 2 in which the piece bit is exactly the same. The teeth, the nose, the eyes are exactly the same, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it. But the intention's there. In regards to the writing, I liked the serrated, edgy bits to it. The A was an Anarchy A, of course it was. I have a tattoo up here on is that arm, isn't it? Yes, it is that arm, that shoulder. Because, that's why, just because. You can't do much with a U, can you? Try and make a U all pointy, it's going to come out as a V, isn't it? So people are looking like Pavel. So yeah, I went there and the L got a bit sharpy. And then I've just done a little bit of like off-handed things with the H. Kept the the love life and the kill death bit pretty simple, pretty standard. The D there, the D there. It's got a little bit overrated on the other edges. Yeah, and this is just cardboard. Well, not even cardboard, card. Arty card that has been trimmed, stuck together. Very professionally done the circle. We've got a CD, boomph, marker pen around the CD shape. And yeah, so I dare say you stand this next to like something in a pristine plastics case with like all professional, throw it on the floor, all professional nifty stuff, and it would probably look a bit tatty. It might well do, and it does, it don't, whatever you think. You might think it looks tatty, that's fine with me. What I really want you to do is think the music doesn't sound tatty. That's all I really care about. So, yeah, because it's what you put into it, innit? You know, a lot of hours. Obviously, been disrupted several times He's at the door now. It's Connor again, and yeah, it took the graph that you put into this. I think there may be 1 or 2 tracks on here. Lost and Found, that was written off the cuff. I won't tell a lie. I had that done in about 15 minutes on the bass, and then I've done it again on the guitar, so maybe it took me 20-25 minutes in total to get that whole song knocked out. The others were hard work. A lot of hard work. So, I mean, people will look at this and say it's not worth anything. But the CD inside it, which has got a lot of blood, sweat and tears that I've put into it, is worth a lot to me. These are available to purchase for £10. You can contact me via the email. You can contact me via my website. You can email me through the website. You can find me on Facebook. Just search Paul H. Contact me that way for like PayPal accounts, and get it paid up that way via PayPal. And yeah, there it is. And this, it's a long video. If you've watched all of this, like it, subscribe, comment, telling me you liked it all. And it's been fun with a couple of offstanding moments in regards to my young Connor over there. Connor, shout hello.
Hello.
I hope you heard that. I'm not bringing him up here because he gets a bit shy. So yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's not been too long-winded for you. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to the page, subscribe below. If you don't already like me on Facebook, go on Facebook and like me. If you haven't checked me out my website yet, go check out the website. And yeah, if nothing else, I hope this video has just entertained you, maybe put a smile on your face. And yeah, when my finger is no longer ratted, you can see the cut there. Where is it there? Yeah, it's on the centre where you put the finger to get that lovely sound on the string. So it couldn't have been cut anywhere worse. And but yeah, that's the end of it. I've got to go because Connor wants me, and no doubt everyone else does. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the album. I hope you enjoyed what you heard of the album, and I hope I've intrigued you and enticed you enough to make you want to buy it. And yeah, I'll see you later, and I'll think of another video. When my finger's all healed up, I will play Lost and Found, because I promised you a freebie, and you will have it. Unless you buy the album beforehand. If you do buy it beforehand, let me know, and I will play it and put a video of it before I send out the copy to you. Right, so thank you very much. He's yawning at me now. So yeah, thanks a lot. I hope you've enjoyed the video. There's nothing else to say really, is there? Alright, well, I'll speak to you all later. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves.